Hi everybody! We're back to recommend more suggestions for some frightening books and movies that you can get for free with your Carmel Clay Public Library card. I'm Catherine and I'm joined today by Madison and Barb, and we're going to share some Halloween-themed reads as we wrap up the spooky season. Madison, why don't you go ahead and get us started?
Well, I read The Devil Crept In by Ania Ahlborn, and it's a story about a boy named Stevie whose cousin Jude goes missing in the same circumstance as another boy went missing in the past. But then Jude comes back 3 days later, but he's different. So Stevie is determined to get to the bottom of this, even though no one else believes him. They're just like, Jude's a weird kid, it's just how it is now. But meanwhile, it's also doing a flashback story of the story of the lady who lives in the creepy old house down the street. And eventually these two stories will converge in a very creepy ending, and it's very good. It feels very classic Halloween spooky. So Barb, what did you read for us? Oh, I forgot, sorry. I got it at the library. It's available at the main branch. But Barb.
Okay, well, I read a different kind of book. I read Candy Corn Murder by Leslie Meier. Like Murder, She Wrote, this series is set in a small town in Maine where way too many people get killed. I wouldn't want to live in Tinker's Cove, but the Lucy Stone mysteries always entertain me. Candy Corn Murder is the 22nd book in the Lucy Stone Murder series. It revolves around the town's Halloween celebration. It seems the whole town has gathered for the costume parade, largest pumpkin contest, and pumpkin catapult. Everybody is having fun until one of the pumpkins from the catapult lands directly on a parked car and they find a dead body inside. Lucy Stone, the penny saver newspaper's crack reporter, begins investigating only to learn that her husband Bill is the #1 prime suspect. Her sleuthing uncovers skeletons in the closets of some of the residents, secrets they will kill to keep. This book is not scare your pants off scary. It's a cozy mystery set during a Halloween festival. I won't trick you when I tell you this book was a treat to read. You can find this book as well as the others in the series at the library in print, large print, and as an ebook. You can also read all of the books in the series on Hoopla as either an ebook or listen to it as an audiobook like I did. Catherine, you're up next.
Thank you so much both for those recommendations. One of my favorite books of all time is The Bad Seed by William March. And I did want to let you know that we have another book in our collection that's a children's picture book called The Bad Seed. That book is great. It's adorable. It is not this book. Do not get them confused. This is honestly, hands down, one of the scariest books I've ever read. And it's not your traditional horror story. This book this year is 66 years old, and it still terrifies me, even more so after having kids. The Bad Seed asks the question, what would you do as a parent if you found out that your child was capable of the most heinous evil acts? So this story centers around Rhoda. Rhoda is a charming, polite, intelligent 8-year-old little girl. She loves reading. She does her schoolwork with no complaining. She practices the piano, and she kills people. She's a perfect angel inside of her home, and those outside of her home can really sense that there is something off about Rhoda Penmark. Rhoda's mother, Christine, becomes suspicious after there is an accidental drowning of one of Rhoda's classmates. She begins to reevaluate some of the troubling incidents from her child's past while also trying to grapple with some family secrets that come out in the story. I don't want to give too much away, but it is haunting and horrifying, and this will keep you up at night. The Bad Seed was made into a film 2 years after its release, and it's a really interesting study. I really encourage you to watch the movie and read the book, because when this was made as a film in the 50s, I'll let you know that the book and the film ending are both a little different. You can check out the Bad Seed film from the library in a DVD format or in the book by William March. It's in our print collection, and the digital audiobook is also very creepy, and it's available with no holds through hoopladigital.com. Thank you so much to Barb and to Madison for their spooky suggestions. We wish you happy reading and viewing, and we'll see you again soon. Happy Halloween!